Hey guys, Rob here. In today's video, I'm going to give you a LinkedIn for Beginners guide for small business owners to help them generate leads. In this guide, I am going to tell you 3 things that have personally worked for me as a business owner to help me generate high ticket clients per month and have 5-figure months in my business. And these 3 things come down to having a great profile, creating great content, and also having a network that engages both with you in the messenger and with the content as well. Now, why am I focusing on LinkedIn for this video? The reason why I'm focusing on LinkedIn for this video is because so many opportunities are coming out of LinkedIn right now. Over the last few years, LinkedIn has just grown and got bigger and bigger and bigger. And in 2021, it's estimated over 700 million people are now using the platform. And in 2020, when we had the pandemic, over 60% of people more started using content on LinkedIn, which means that it's getting busier and people trying to attract attention on there. So there's a lot of opportunities on LinkedIn right now. And in this guide that I'm going to show you, I'm going to walk you through some of the processes which have really helped me. First thing we want to do is make sure we set up a LinkedIn profile. And the reason why we want to set up a LinkedIn profile is because it's going to be something that's going to represent you and what it is you do as well. And for when people see this, we want to make sure we're checking 3 boxes. And those 3 boxes are A, if you are appearing trustworthy, B, if you are appearing as a legitimate person and not some like bot scammer person, right? Because there are profiles out there like that. And C, we also want to make sure that our profile is speaking towards our ideal client. Because the person will be looking at our profile to see if we first of all can help them with a problem, all right? So we want to make sure we're ticking those 3 boxes there. And after extensive research from myself and my clients as well, we've actually found that when a person clicks on your profile, they have a tendency to mostly look at this area right here. And if they like this area, they will scroll down to your About Me section. Now, they do go to the rest of the profile, so we do want to make sure it's filled out. However, they do tend to go to these areas more often, just to read what you're about and have a look at the picture as well. Now, when a person comes to your profile, let's look at what they're going to see first, and that is your profile picture. We want to make sure our profile picture is warm, friendly, approachable as well. So it's just a basic picture of me wearing a shirt here, and I have a smile on my face. I'm looking directly into the camera. Now, some people have a tendency to oversell the getting a professional profile picture done. Now, a professional profile picture can cost you like $500, right? And it's a professional headshot. But like, my one works just fine, right, for getting high ticket clients and having 5-figure months for my business. And all this is taken by is me stood against a wall in my corridor, just got a bit of a light on my face, I'm wearing a shirt, I'm smiling at the camera, and this picture is actually taken with a camera phone, right? Granted, it is a good camera phone. It doesn't need to be anything special. Here's another good example here. We've got Sherry, we've also got Kevin down here as well, both looking professional and approachable. And the reason that's so important is because it is a professional networking site, and although, we don't need to be dressed in suits or anything like that, we do want to make sure that we are warm, friendly, and approachable. And we have got a profile picture there. The second area that they have a tendency to look if a person comes to your profile is on this headline here. Now, the headline, after a lot of testing again, I found that specific headlines work a lot better. Now, what do I mean by specific headlines? Well, if we, rather than me just being a business coach, we got a Beta here, and she's just got a life coach as her headline. We've got human resources here. It doesn't really say an awful lot about what it is they do, because life coach is such like a broad term for a person solving a lot of different issues. So rather than me putting business coach here, I've put it in the phrase of an I help statement. So I help business owners predictably book calls with ideal clients and scale organically. There's nothing abstract about that. It is exactly what I do, right? I coach people on this. So if you're going to create a heading here, a headline, I would just create it in the sense of I help specific group of people with a specific process help them reach an end goal like that, like I've done there. And you can edit this by actually clicking into this pencil icon here. And likewise with your profile picture or your background image here, you can click into each of these. Now, when a person lands on your profile, they'll on average get 3 seconds before they've decided whether they actually want to scroll down or they decide that they actually want to leave your profile. Because remember, in real life, people make a first impression of you within 3 seconds. So we want to make sure we've definitely got these things sorted here and these things done. Now, once we've done this, we can actually scroll down to the About Me section here. And the About Me section is a place for you to tell your ideal clients, note in that sentence I said ideal clients, a little bit about you and what it is you do, like how it is you can help them as well. Now, there's a way you can do this. A lot of profiles, I find, make this weird mistake of having their profile maybe like written in third person or, you know, and is written in quite a boring way, but they don't do it in the sense of having a profile written in like a way which directly speaks to their ideal client. They'll have something like, so for me, if I was writing like a boring profile, I'd have like this third person, Rob is a career professional who has spent 20 plus years working in the blah, blah, blah field. Like nobody cares, right? However, if it's about them, they care, right? So let's have a read of mine. Does any of this sound familiar? Getting one client is like a full-time job in itself. I wanted to work for myself to have freedom, but I'm getting burned out just trying to find new clients. I wear 1,000 hats. I've tried workshops, presentations, emailing prospects, but I just can't get clients consistently. If this does sound like you, you've come to the right place. Hi, I'm Rob, etc., etc., etc. And so what I've done is I've painted a bit of a picture of their situation. I know my ideal clients very well. I know what their situation's like. I also know like what they want their business to be like, right? So I've written it in that sort of way there. I stayed away from like the third person, you know, like, oh, like Rob is a career professional, etc., etc., because I don't want my profile to appeal to everybody, right? I want it to appeal to the ideal client because I can be a big fish in that sea. Nobody can be a big fish in the whole ocean, right? They need to narrow it down into a niche so you can be a big fish in a smaller ocean. And this goes for careers as well. Now, after a person's read your profile, I've included some call to action links here. And the first call to action link is something for them to click through if they feel they want a bit of free training, or, you know, a direct link to book a call with me if they feel they've seen enough. Also, I've included a YouTube channel link as well, so they can view some of my videos. I've also included a little note here saying scroll to the bottom of my profile to recommendations to see what everyone else is saying about me. So they can scroll directly down here and see some recommendations and referrals from people as well, to get an understanding about what they're saying about me. The featured section on LinkedIn is actually pretty cool. It allows you to either link, you know, an external website, put like a picture in here as well, or basically like, you know, showcase some of your work as well. So I've created some guides here which help people with LinkedIn. I've also got some client results in here as well. Just to remember, I'm ticking off those boxes, whether people trust me and whether people can see if I'm the real deal and the real person as well. Now, that's basically the key areas that you want to get on your profile. I've actually made an extensive video on creating a LinkedIn profile. Here it is. It's a LinkedIn profile tutorial. At this point in the video, if you want to see more about that, I'm actually going to link up something at the top here. Just saying, like, this is the link for the how to create a great LinkedIn profile for you to click on if you want to go and watch that. So this is principle number 1, is create a great profile. It's very easy to do, just to make sure you've got something on LinkedIn, particularly if you're like a beginner as well. Principle number 2 for beginners is actually creating some content here. Now, you can just go to your main page, your main home page here, and LinkedIn allows you, if you just click on that top area there, it allows you to actually upload a picture, upload a video, or upload a document. It also lets you put on your LinkedIn profile, who do you want to see this post, right? It's so easy to get started with posting content, and content is great for basically people who are in your network, who are going to see your content, who might be interested in your business. So you can do things like talk a little bit about your business. You can tell them a personable story about yourself. You can also, tell them about client results and things like this, or maybe showcase videos and things on LinkedIn. A quick hint here is LinkedIn actually wants to keep everything within LinkedIn. So for instance, if you make a post here and include a YouTube link within this post, it won't trend very well. Like, it won't have very much reach and not many people will see it because you're trying to take people to an external website. However, if you make the post and then put in the post, the link is in the comments below, they are going to be able to click the link in your comments and it's not going to affect your post as well. Now, I'm going to give you a few examples of some of my posts and some of my posts that I've actually done well. And we're going to just jump over to my post page. So we can do this by going on See All Activity on my profile. And then we're going to just click Posts up here. And I include different results. I include, like, maybe I'm coaching a client and I've took a segment of the clip there. I've also included like potential testimonials as well. I've included posts which are referring people onto my YouTube page to actually go and check out the how to help and set up a LinkedIn profile page. And I've included videos of myself talking as well. And I've done lots and lots of different things here. And the reason why I've done these different things is because I'm giving a variety of content. I'm letting people know what I'm about as well. And also, every single time I post some content, you can see that, like, basically I have a headline here. The headline, which I specifically selected, is actually telling people what it is I do. So the people who actually click through to my profile are more likely to actually want to learn more about what I'm doing. They already know in a quite clear and concise manner what it is I do. Now, there's other things to consider as well when you are actually making content. And some of the other things to consider is how the LinkedIn algorithm works. Now, I've actually made a video on this as well to help you guys of how the LinkedIn algorithm works and how you can get more views on your post as well. And what I'll do is I will link it up here. And that's the full video you can go and just click on, and it will show you this whole video of me talking about how to basically get more views, get more clients from the LinkedIn algorithm by posting content. So that will help you there. So the third principle that we want to go into is actually connecting with people who are in our ideal network. So for instance, if I wanted to connect with project managers, I just type project managers in this section here, and it would bring up a huge bunch of project managers and how to exactly find them. And like, they might be in England where I am, or they might be in, the US as well, but we can actually trim down as well. We can trim down on these areas to say, hey, I only want project managers who are in France, right? I only want project managers who are at L'Oreal. So LinkedIn search function is very, very powerful here. And we also have a section here for first, second, and third connections. And what that basically means is first connections are people who are already connected with you. Second connections are members or connections of your connections. So like a friend of a friend, in other words. So you might not be directly connected to this person, but your friend who you're connected with on LinkedIn is connected. So it's a good way. If I was just to put if I was just to click that there, I'm going to take off some of these filters so it actually shows some people as well. We can see that we have a bunch of second connections here who are connections of connections, and LinkedIn actually shows us who our shared connection is. And then we've got third connections who are basically, we don't have any of our network who knows these people. So I'm just going to click into this here. So there's a ton of people that, I can connect with them. However, I don't really know who they are, and none of my network know who they are either. So if we think about the likelihood of them connecting, unless we already know this person in real life, they're probably not going to connect, at least be as open to accepting your connection request. So that's kind of how you use the filters on here. If you actually want a step-by-step guide of how to use Sales Navigator, which is the premium version of LinkedIn, I'm going to put a little link up at this part of the video here. And this link is going to show you a full complete walkthrough of how you can use Sales Navigator on LinkedIn to actually find leads for your business. But in the meantime, let's just concentrate on the free version of this. And the free version allows us to add people and connect with them. And then once we connect with them, we want to actually message them. And we can do this by coming over to this recent connections part here. So you can see these are all my recent connections in order of people who accepted last and become my connection last. And there's other people here. And so how would you start a conversation with these people? Well, you might want to go to, let's just go to Katie's profile here. This is just completely on the fly. I don't know Katie, but she's added me into her connections. So basically I want to have a little look on Katie's profile here and perhaps find something on a profile that I can, talk about with her. I'm going to just say for the last year, we could see that on her work history here, she's been the founder of Nella Digital Group. Nella Digital specializes in online marketing. I'll get businesses more customers and sales. I might reach out to Katie and say, hi Katie, if I can spell Katie. Nice to connect. So you are currently providing services to small businesses. Looks great. We could go any angle here. We could say like, how's been your first year in business? How are things going at your business? How are you? What sort of services do you actually offer? We could go anyway here, and there's tons of different things on a profile that we can just basically reach out and ask her about, right? And this is how you build connections, and this is, basically how you message people on LinkedIn as well. And keep it professional, keep it like, you can keep it just very conversational in the inbox and actually ask them a little bit about what they do. And suddenly you've got like a bunch of people who are engaging with you. And the more people you engage with, and the bigger your audience is as well. And the more people who are going to actually, engage with your content as well, because you'll start to actually get to know these people as well. And this is how you kind of build up that audience and build up that network. And they all feed into each other because these people will view your profile when I send them a message. And when they view your profile, they might see your content. And then they can engage with the content if it's really speaking to them. And then they can look on your profile as well if they want to book a call with you, or if they want to actually, learn a bit more about what you do. And then from here, like you're building up this network of people who are then all starting to engage with each other as well. And this is why LinkedIn's so great, because it's a professional careers website. It's growing at the moment. It's got a lot of people on this website. It's got like 700 million people at the start of 2021. It's May now, so there's probably an awful lot more than that actually on there. And it's just getting bigger and bigger, and content is getting more powerful on it. Since 2020, content has increased by 60% on LinkedIn. So it shows that lots of people are looking in and engaging with it as well. And you can use all these little things to basically learn a little bit more about people and to connect with people and network, and also get in front of people as well, which is a main important thing if you're trying to use LinkedIn for business as well. Hope you enjoyed that video, guys. In summary, if you are new to LinkedIn and you are trying to grow your business through it, you need to be creating a profile for yourself. You need to be making content as well that stands out for your audience. And also, you can't create content without actually having an audience to get in front of. And you can do that by adding people to your network and introducing yourself and making connections that way. If this was interesting for you guys, then please leave a like and a comment on the video. Please consider subscribing to the channel as well. This is a brand new channel and I'm trying to grow it at the moment. If you'd actually like to learn how to get leads through LinkedIn using some of the methods that I've talked about in this video, I've actually left some free training. It's in the comment below the video. It'll be the top comment. And you can just click on there. It's completely free and it's going to show you a process of how to get clients from LinkedIn. Okay, hope you have a great day, guys. Take care.